on to some birthday party Q&A stream. You guys will be able to ask me some questions, related questions, and I have a little bit surprised for what I'm about to show you when this stream actually starts. It's going to be a different twist than what I usually was popping in by. So anyone, Pixel 3D, Self-ID, everyone's welcome. Everyone's going to be welcome. Be sure to share the stream forward. Sit down, relax, grab some snacks, and we are about to talk. So I just wanted to hear if you guys can hear me or not. And probably watching it yourself as well. Today, hello, just get update. Audio not clear. Audio not clear. I see. I guess that sound was a little bit too loud, so I just gotta readjust that. Bruh, it's like making cybernetic pixels whenever I look at my own stream. I'm trying to actually turn down as much volume as possible, and this is like no volume. I'm looking at my own stream. Man. Alright. Welcome everyone to the live stream of a drawing program. Yes sir, man. I was actually participating in this drawing contest of Shellfight Tree Midnight Autumn. So okay. That should be good. And hello! Wing Zero Hype. Hello, Jessica here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream where you gotta be watching me draw and answer some of the questions that you guys might be asking. I'm just gonna be turning on the light. I'm just gonna be turning on the lights so I can see better. But welcome to yet another live stream where I'm just gonna be sitting down and draw stuff. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I'm playing games. Well, perhaps I will get to play some games, but any related Pixel 3D questions and Shadowfire 3 questions are welcome. And to start off the stream, well, now you should be hearing me, because I just turned down the sound effect. It's no other sound effects right beside me. Got a little song that I just written for my own birthday song. Perhaps you guys want to hear that song in a little bit. And before that, just gonna be checking out the live chat, see what's going on right here. We got 7 Conquer reviews. Just hopefully we gotta get some more people popping by to say hello, and we should be good. After that, we can all just chill, talk, and answer some questions. Now I have a Discord channel. I have a Discord community that you guys can join, but I don't know if I want to start off by just going to Discord straightforward. I'll maybe wait a little bit. If the request is already high enough, I'm probably going to, or if I just choose a moment, then I'm going to try to get into Discord and get into a VC where everyone can chat directly right there. So yeah, snack and drink. Hello Turd. Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Yes, I'm using a drawing app because recently this week I just got myself an Apple Pencil, and I was more than eager to try to just download a free drawing app, and it turned out to be this. That's going to be the chosen drawing app. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Torturous Nightmare skin, aka what I called the Brazilian skin, and also what I call, well, also what people call it, what Naked call it, the Midnight Lotus, True Lotus skin. And I have that along with the reference image, so I can actually put the colors in, because I'm now just at stage of just roughly putting colors together so that this whole poster looks good. So if I just remove that, this is what it actually looked like. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, my birthday was at Tuesday. I didn't manage to stream at Tuesday because the home right there, the Big Sis house, and the internet wasn't really suitable for streaming. So therefore, I'm sitting down right here and chilling in the house as we speaking down. So it's just gonna be drawing. That's all. If you guys have any questions, be sure to ask for it, because I will do. But so far with the progress, so far with the events, I already finished the event. If I want to say anything about the event so far, before the end of the event, it is that, yeah, I know, it was 29th of September, and I was trying to live stream, as we speak right here, I was trying to live stream, but then it failed because the internet wasn't up, and then perhaps the PC wasn't capable of doing the stream, so I was pulling those conclusions, and yeah, it actually was sad though that I couldn't stream at that time. So what I did instead was to push back the stream, delay it to Saturday, and Saturday couldn't wasn't also I wasn't available to do it on Saturday either because it got pushed back because my mom had to do some hair, and now we got to the actual moment where we can actually talk. So yeah. Yeah, I know. Josh Get Out thing was actually managing to figure out when my birthday was with my two videos. Congrats with that. But now the birthday's passed. I'm 17. Gonna do a rap. 17, man. Old team, man. I'm not getting any younger. It's not so much of a bother. Getting around over every day with schools, man. After that, I be being some fools, man. Cool, boss. You on the murder spray. Claiming everything all for free. F2P. The 2P. As if I go to a protest gun 3D. Games little rush free. Everyone knows that this kid's about to get beaten. I rather play the shadow game. Don't go dark and run over those enemies. Envy. But make you angry. Let me show you the way I overcome my enemies. You wait for a bit. Tip to tip. Then strike to the can't no more. Strike to the got nothing to fight for. That's the way I want to enter my birthday door. So yeah. Well, happy birthday in advance right there. I'm not gonna be playing any games, I'm just gonna be sitting down and drawing while answering some questions. That's all. I've been playing Pixel Gun 3D, well, only been like once per last week or something. That's pretty much what it is all about. Well, as much as we be quitting all the streamings. Yeah, you heard my rap song. Probably gonna be posting the lyrics in the Discord so that everyone can hear it. And perhaps I should make a small video snippet about it. That should be something. If I make a small video snippet about the music, having the music in the background, that could have already been something right there. Well, thank you for calling it fire. I appreciate it. All right. So if you guys have any questions, any shots, anything, be sure to leave your shot down below so that I will know. Oh. So you say, are you going to switch to Shadow Fight Arena? I'm not gonna switch. I'm just gonna play it along with Shadow Fight 3 so that you guys can see both Shadow Fight 3 and Shadow Fight Arena. Potato chips. Oh, BossTheModern, real gamer doesn't do this. I want something to eat and something to keep myself sane. Food keeps me sane, so therefore I eat. I think I'm just gonna be adding the green details. Those are the glow details. So what I'm gonna do is add those details. Like that. Fill it over. I said fill it over. This is gonna be a long project because I'm just a first timer in digital art. I've just been changed to digital art, and this is what it is. Well, the last day we're supposed to get the Torture Sniper set, so I guess that's gonna be what it is. So everyone will be able to get that set, by my understanding. Man, just gotta be fixing some lighting details. Just gotta try to imitate as much as possible. Now, you guys have seen that there's a difference between the visor, and that is because I wanted to make it look more modern, more tasteful for my own part. That's why I put it like this, in rough colors. Mono a mono. It's like man to man, 1v1. Well, I will be doing the same, although I will be definitely introducing the Shadow Fight Arena to my channel because that's what we all about. We need some Shadow Fight Arena. whenever that slides by. But don't be too hopeful, guys. Don't be too hopeful. You know, Shadow Fight Arena might get a smaller or longer delay. Remember what happened to Shadow Fight 3? Shadow Fight 3 was delayed for 1 year after anticipated to be released on fall 2017, and it just got delayed for 1 year to November 16th. And we see something similar. We see something similar in terms of date happening in Shadow Fight Arena. So yeah, that is the answer to your question. People talking about Shadow Fight 3 is going to go down with Shadow Fight Arena global releases. Community is so much hype about Shadow Fight Arena. Well, here's the thing: Shadow Fight Arena has PvP, but Shadow Fight 3 is also going to be promised to have PvP after the final development of Shadow Fight Arena. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's straightforward downfall for Shadow Fight 3. You know, people being like, hey, let's try to play this new toy, right? People want to be playing this new toy. They want to throw away the old toy that just been playing with for 16 and a half years and just get into a new toy. That might be the mentality you're explaining to me. I can understand. But in this case, as I explained it, Shadow Fight 3 is also going to have PvP, so people are going to be probably thrilled about that. I don't think it's going to be very expensive. I think it's going to be relatively okay to try to grind for. And if you already have all enough resources, then you should be able to get yourself your stuff right here. Man, I've just been preoccupied with talks. I want to draw at the same time as you guys talk. I want to progress with my art as you guys talk. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. I don't mind. And if you did enjoy the live stream so far, if you did enjoy my live stream of drawing while also answering to your questions, then be sure to hit the like button to show some support. And if you have anyone who might be interested to hear from me, then be sure to share the live stream forward so that they will know, and maybe they want to just slide by and say hello. I may decide to play later on. I don't know how that's gonna be formed. So you're just gonna be seeing whenever I want to play games. Alright, so we got this lighting part over here, but this part overlap each other. So what I'm gonna be doing is do this. I'm gonna do this. Apple Pencil is such a wonder. My goodness. It is such a wonder. For real. You know, they say that there's a line going over there, over this line part over there. So just yeah. Thank you for your appreciation. I know we got 13 more subs before the face reveal, and it's quite thrilling because what you guys may not know is that one of my videos, actually the first video of the brand new event, the Full Moon Riddles, was featured in the YouTube video section for you guys who may have not caught attention to that. I was actually featured. It was actually fun to know that I got featured in a video. I got featured in a video to Shadow Fight 3. I haven't even submitted anything. I just uploaded videos for myself, and just like that, Nikki just noticed me. So thank you, Nikki. I really appreciate. I still appreciate that you form my videos so that people can watch it and perhaps want to check out more of my own content. I really like it that way. Alright. So this is my contribution to the art right here. So everyone who might be from the Facebook group can also check this out as well. If you guys are very thrilled for that. BossTheModern, stop eating potato chips. Sorry, mate. I won't. Well, what I can say, Ram Shalom Salam, is that the Tortuous Nightmare says probably going to be costing over 1,000. That's it. If you say 3,000, you have more than enough. Because it shouldn't be super expensive at all, by my understanding. Gotta do some digital art. Yeah, I'm pretty happy of what I've gotten right now. Apple Pencil. I kind of call it my birthday present. Although I was kind of skeptical of whether to have birthday presents or not. That is. So if you go to Shadowfire 3 and you press videos, you should see my first video about full moon riddles being featured in the videos tab, so you guys can check out right there. Because I don't have it yet, it's not global release. There was no beta test in Europe, in Norway. Man, it's gonna be fun beating those Norwegian players whenever Shadowfire Arena releases. That is. Should I be adding those details? I think I should. Look at this. It's like one lap over there, right? Oh wow, you can't see it. Alright, look at that line. Okay. I want to see it removed. Okay. I see how it is. So, that is the overlay. And what is it doing over there? Alright, let me just clear it off. Gotta work with my art as we speak. Shadowfire Arena character as for now. Well, after looking at everything, I still favor Kibo. I still favor Kibo, and I favor Kibo, Ling, and Asuma. Ling can be pretty good if you use your big flask and just drink the flask while healing up to actually pressure your enemies, because as you heal up, your enemy cannot heal up, which can turn the tides of a battle if you're just standing in rage just looking at each other. And Kibo can dash forward, play aggressively. Asuma can just create problems for characters who use shadow energy. That's the question. I could use VPN and get it. I could, for example, switch region and then get the game straight away because it's released in Canada. But that wouldn't really be me starting the game in like by my own legit perspective, if you want to say it like that. I still like some Legionnaires. Like, I still favor Marcus though. Him and his abilities to actually become immune, or should I say invulnerable for a little bit after entering shadow form, or just having the Legion's hero, I think it was called, when I read through some of the videos. When he had the special ability to not to have a little shield, and he could get the shield whenever the opponent enters shadow energy, so that it becomes invulnerable and actually becomes a real cheesy person who holds a 100-pound looking sword. That is something. I think it will be relatively the same price as other event sets, because all of the event featured items, the events that were listed up to actually pop up as a part of the ritual, are not legendary kinds. They are existing events with mixes of epic featured items and unique featured items, while the last day was meant to give legendary items, which is the Torturous Nightmare itself. So there you go. You have that. Maybe I was just gonna. I really feel like I want to change the color because this looks. Well, honestly, that looks soft. While may want some darker tone onto it. Shall we? I feel like that. Can I do this? Oh, I can. Nice. Look at that. It's just be changing color, just tapping on the area. Wonders of technology. Maybe I want to polish the details, if that's really needed though. Unless I'm like super lazy and like don't mind about the stains of this. It doesn't heal very much per second, so throwing flask would be better, you say? Maybe I'll be figuring out my own preferences later on, whenever I get the game and actually get to start the levels and stuff like that. That should be interesting. So yeah, I will be putting some progression onto this art, and then perhaps later on we'll be playing some Shadow Fight 3 later on, and perhaps finish the events and stuff like that. But now you guys will be seeing the contribution I make for the contest that was just being made some time ago. Well, actually, 2 days ago was announced a contest in Facebook, and I'm participating in it. Well, I certainly agree with you, Ayana. I certainly agree. It's just become more satisfying as I was doing it, as I was doing digital drawing. As I went over to digital drawing, I made the face of my alter ego. Yes, if you wonder. Well, earlier when I was live streaming, I actually was live streaming every weekend, and the first days I was live streaming almost, well, well many, well a bit more often than what I do now. Now I just barely live stream because of the latency that has been made whenever I make these live streams. Whenever first started live streaming, it wasn't making a much latencies, but now they do make a lot of latencies, so that kind of bothered me, but it doesn't really bother me back down. But I will be doing a face reveal, and it's gonna be some different content regarding my face reveal, because that will be that I will make videos with my face whenever we get to 500 subs, which will be something. So if you look over in my YouTube studio right here, as I'm just gonna continue drawing, I think it's just gonna be, I think I'm just gonna have this. Okay, that was Phil. Dang it. I need to have those color differences though. Maybe it should be darker. Look at that. And then you can see the difference right there. Although this looks fleshy just by itself. That is. So yeah, my video that got featured got 1.4k views, which is wonderful. If I want to say so myself, it's wonderful that actually my video gets quite a lot of attention. Although it's gotten featured, so there was no big surprise in that. Let's just say it that way. But we on our way. We definitely on our way to do and reach our goal of 500 subs. Once we do, face reveal ASAP. That's what's gonna happen. So don't worry, it's just gonna happen either way. It's just gonna be putting some rough base items, so this just gonna look fleshy either way. Like as a single color, it would look completely matte until I try to add some shadings and life into this. It's gonna give some colors, and it will definitely be speeded up whenever I got the tools ready. Layers to help me out, and the other elements that would be definitely helping me as I progress through this art. That should be removed. There we go, man. Was just going over here. I could always fill it up, but I just decided to do it like this. Like I could do it like this, and then go to fill tool and then fill the rest, and that would just speed up my time, pretty much. That already helped. But either way, I think Tortuous Nightmare set will cost relatively the same. That's gonna be waiting till Tuesday to know, because tomorrow is about riddle regarding family tree event, and then at Tuesday there, that's gonna be the final day of that event. So be sure to look forward whenever that pops up, because it will pop up eventually. Man, you have different shades of color. Goodness. Man, just look at this. Different shades of color. I'm just gonna be sitting down there making progress. Because if I make the chest part, that should be already good. But maybe I want to just take my step and just go to the arms, then the match blade, the True Lotus is holding, and then get down with the match blade. Now, the most interesting part is the actual match blade. It's actually textured with gradient. Lime yellow to bright green, pretty much like lime green. So like going from lime yellow to lime green, and I managed to do it like this, which is pretty rough, which is pretty roughly made up, as I might supposed to say so myself. But if I put this together in a pretty cool way over here, then I don't think there's gonna be any problems regarding that. So maybe if I just take the surrounding colors, then I think the match blade should be the one that remains. So if I actually take the surrounding colors, it should be easier for me to get around and actually get the match blades up and going. Just to say so. That should be my plan. So first off, I'm just gonna be starting with, I can start with this chest, and then the armor piece right here, and then up to the crystals that's hanging around. I'm just gonna be filling up those colors, and then I'm just gonna experiment with shading. No, thank you for your appreciation. Thank you for your appreciation, Ram. Shout out. I'd like to get a lot of appreciation. I'd like to get a lot of appreciation so far. So let's continue drawing. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask them. Be eager to answer all of them. So back to what I said. That wasn't the color I was after. I think it was this. Yeah, that's the change. That's the color change. It's gonna be looking down over here. It's kind of imperfect. Though I'm not a perfectionist. Who would to believe to create a perfect system like Clue? Alright. Although, that is odd, because you see right here, there's a green part. There's a green part going out there. Those are predictions. Those are pure speculations, actually, because I haven't gotten any news about it. If I was actually part of Nikki, maybe I could have shared some small hints about something, about info. But as far as I'm concerned, nothing has really happened. And why does it still fill up? There's no gaps or anything. There shouldn't be. Well, there shouldn't be gaps, but whenever I use my fill tool, it just fills the whole entire canvas. I already put some color over there, so well, I don't get what this program means. Does it now all of a sudden mean that it just goes all over because I just didn't put the dark color over there to overlap and say, hey, this is where you gotta be colored, this is the system you gotta color? Let me check it out. Nah, that wasn't it. Okay. So that means it's in color escape somewhere. If you really have to tap on those pixels 100% precisely just to not let any color escape, that's just gonna be silly in a way, but you have to try to at least prevent that from happening. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so it was on one of those sections. Fair enough. I think it's just gonna be do this and do this, do this, fill it up, gotta fill it up. More questions. I'd love to answer all of them. Divine Judge set or Torturous Nightmare set? If you go for grinding, I would go for both of them have great grinding capabilities. That's what I'm gonna be giving. And Torturous Nightmare, whenever I play, I just completely destroy my opponent. And same goes for Divine Judge, so they're pretty strong in their own ways. Torturous Nightmare bleeds, while Judge can just chain together shadow abilities and regular attacks. And how the shadow energy behavior behaves, that you get 3 strikes and fill out the shadow bar, and being able to do one shadow ability, exit it, just gives me the option to make a apothic barrier put in right there, so that make a apothic barrier so that I can go defensive. It's like going defensive whenever I enter shadow form, which is pretty neat. And then you pretty much combo tree, and then you try to break your opponent's defensives just like that. So I gotta say, why do I want to draw over there? Huh. Weird, isn't it? Just gonna be drawing over there either way. I don't mind. Because if I do like this and then do that, because I'm in a different layer. If I was coloring the same layer, then then putting these color borders would be already within topic. But it's not like this today, unfortunately. So we're just gonna be roughly putting colors before we get to the most interesting part, and that's trying to master the shading. Master of trying to make this look as fantastic as possible, because now it just looked like cartoon matte, which is just the start of the progress. But we just gotta get somewhere. Take your time, be patient, and your art perhaps will come out satisfactory. A birthday for like 5 days, pretty much. Birthday for like 5 days ago. It's peculiar. And now we're here. Oh, it kind of blends in. Yeah, look at that difference though. That difference. I have Reddit, and I'm definitely be checking out some Reddits from Shadow Fight 3 and Arena. So yeah, I actually have Reddit, if you that what you're asking. It will be saved, just like any other live stream I just made before. It will get saved, so no worries about it getting deleted. Not at all. It will be saved, if you wonder. It will be saved so you guys can watch later. That also had a line, dark line over there. Let me reduce the pixels of this. Look at that. I'm just using a tip pen because I ain't really going for the airbrushes and stuff, such like that until later on. Then maybe we get to see some interesting experiments with colors and wonders of color. And until then, if you guys have any more questions, anything you want to say, be sure to leave your comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say at the moment. As I'm just gonna be sitting down here, progressing with the fan art contest contribution. See what we're just gonna be sitting all about, because initially I was just thinking of sitting down with in a dark room as a dark face cam, but that idea was scrapped. That idea was scrapped because it was too bright. Whenever I tried to adjust down the PC screen brightness, it just got down. It just got too bright, pretty much. Long time no see, Mustafa. Hello. Can't really call me anything at this point because I don't play the game. Well, I barely do. You know those borderlines. Wonderful. You quit too? Why'd you quit? I'm eager to know why you quit. more than eager to know why he quit. Oh, that's the match play parts. Interesting. For me it's 8:47 p.m. right now. So apparently you live 4 hours ahead of me. By the looks of the time that you've given me, you live 4 hours ahead of me. That's fun fact for today, I guess. Perhaps we get some more. Hmm. This certainly turned out to. This certainly turned out to. All right, goodbye, goodbye, and have a good time. Have a good time, dude, in the hospital. Hopefully, have a good time in hospital. Praise. I can tell you've been playing since 2014. When you think about it, picture contest contribution, so that people can snoop on me and actually see that I'm actually contributing for real. It's about a character that are just positioning and trying to mimic down there. And so far, if you just remove this layer, that was the sketch right there, and this is the color version of it. So far, looks blinking accurate. Looks pretty blinking accurate. It's like darker segment down there. Perhaps I should be focusing on that. I'm not 100% sure because I've pretty much finished this part now. I finished. Okay, so I finished this part right now, and now this is the hand. This is the hand itself. This is the hand itself that holds the match blade showing up. And this is another chess piece that. This is another chess piece that belongs over there. This is the match blade of the left hand. That was good. That's my original idea. I think I should be painting on those little buttons. I don't know if it's really called buttons, to be completely honest, but that's what I think it is. So I guess, oh, that was sometimes it does that when I try to navigate through the pencil right here. Target, there we go, man. Well, that also has some glowing, wait, it's not glowing elements, it's just metallic elements. Okay. So what I can see though is that, okay, so those parts are the metallic parts. It's only like, and the rest is green pretty much. So this is a metallic part. You can just fill it up and then do the rest. Or actually just continuously tap on it so that it doesn't expand and take over colors. This too is a metal part, so just gonna be do this. And hopefully if I get the surrounding metal parts, then this should be, we should only be seeing remaining with the inside part that we have remaining. This too, can already tell it's pretty late. Like I try to make it live stream soon for everyone, but everyone is living everywhere in the world, so we have different time zones. Not on PC doing this, I'm on an iPad doing this. I've always been streaming on my iPad. Take out those. Like, I'm not doing this the drawing's not on PC though, by the way. The stream is on PC, but the drawing is on the iPad. If you want to know that kind of detail. Rough matte looks like some halfway anime style. I still like that. I still do like that. Alright. And I have to do the same over there. I'm just gonna be adding those details too. Just like that. And then put together this, fill it up. So whenever I double tap several times, it just fills up and expands a little bit. So I kind of want to avoid that in a way. Other than that, should be good. It's gonna be roughly removing some stains down here because that's not really my main interest to just remove a bunch of stains, and this can always just be quickly filled up so that it around 100% gets filled up. That's all. It really is on your preferences on which set is the best on Shadow Fight 3. Now, many people would like to say those super damage dealing sets because Torturous Nightmare and Spectre, Judge, and well, even the survival sets like Abdicator and Star Chaser. Those those sets are the ones that people would like to play with because use different dynamics, and those different dynamics help them get around with stories and events. So I wouldn't be that surprised if people want to get into those, if I want to say so myself. And now I think at this point I try to get on Discord, see if it works, because whenever I tried to open up last time, it just got a random error, which I didn't understand why. It's got a random opening error. But hopefully when I try again, this should all be good. So yeah, everything else is green pretty much, besides the detail that I have to put on this lead mark. I have to put detail on this lead markers. So let me quickly do that. Scale down right there. Man, those 0.7 pixels made it look so teeny. But yeah, you can still make precise pixels out of that, which is something phenomenal for my own taste preferences. Let me see over here, because I just decided to do a little bit of decorative pattern over there. And what happened? Was that an error again? I'm not sure, because I haven't been seeing Discord popping up. Yeah, I can't forget about those new sets, because Living Legend is one kind of a set. Living Legend is like the combo breaker. Everyone wants to do combos. Living Legend just enters the door and just makes you have a lot of trouble. Because he does the opposite of he will just do the opposite of what you favor the most. If you love combos, then you'll definitely have fun trying to get around with a Living Legend player. Perhaps I should just be starting as a Living Legend to troll everyone. That could be a thing too. So I added those details. So what I'm gonna do is to cope the green color. It's just the same kind of color. I just gotta add that because it's just in the same kind of spectrum. So I have to add those empty fields right there so that it gets filled up. And hopefully we should make some good progress during the stream right here, while I'm just sitting down making the fan art for Shadow Fight 3 and Arena. As a contribution to the contest itself. So I guess fill that. Look at that, dude. That is just matte and wonderful. Hello, Cougar Man. Welcome to the live stream of drawing contribution to a contest on Facebook. Perhaps I will be winning some gems to save for, and definitely going to be quite well resourceful whenever that slides by. Alright. Maybe I want to add a different shade on that. if that is going to be popping up, because then I just need, I think, yeah, let's have 10 gradients so that it doesn't completely look green, while the rest can already just be on the same color as it is. And I also have to do the same over here, just lap it over, just gotta overlap that part. And now there should be no colors escaping, so just gotta fill it up, and there we go. Just gonna fill up the last bit of detail over there. I don't think any. They're all well made in their own well nature. That's what I gotta say. Hold on, that was not what I want to do. 0.3 pixels, my goodness, man. It's just that teeny. That teeny compared to the big picture that I'm making right here. This is the small detail I'm just gonna be coping with. Like, not really. People would say, I know that people would say the Sakura set because it behaves similarly to the Judge. Difference is that it regenerates, but you have to get close if you want to regenerate the fastest, and your attacks with the double blade sword put your opponent in distance, so you're exchanging between being close and being on a distance. But if you don't finish your attack, then you can keep your opponent tense at close range. But other back attacks, they're meant to push back. Red, no, upper attack is also meant to push back, but not as far as the back attack. And the back attack also pushes back as much as the strong attack. And lower attack kind of pushes back in the same way as the upper attack. So after all, maybe I should be thinking a teeny little about it. I really wonder, because this is gonna be moments of drawing, moments of thinking, and then moments of drawing again. That's what it is. Now this looks like some kind of opened up pixel, but this is just gonna be compensated with the texture that's gonna be added over here. Apparently this has a pattern that I can follow, so that it doesn't look like just a pixel out of the loose. Condensing eraser set, its idea is mainly to, the idea of condensing eraser set is to just confiscate of playing perfect. You won't even be using that set if you're just gonna go a perfect run with a standard kind of meta build for Legion, and that is like if you do damage, berserk, bleeding, and all of the standard perks, survival of the fierce perks. If I want to answer that, Cougar Man, I kind of is in between in a way. I don't want to get too social, and I'm not gonna be getting too much alone. Although this kind of make me feel. Although this part kind of makes me feel little uncomfortable. Maybe I add some patterning, like it happened over here, with the green section over there. Maybe I'll give that. And it reaches the belt though, which is this. So again, what I'm gonna do is to put one over there, and then put one over there. That's gonna be the borderline pattern. And then we put the green colors, and they have to be in different shades, and by that I perhaps have to just make this borderline color over there so that we make a clear difference just for now. Well, it's only down there, but I'm just doing up if there's anything. Well, up there, it's only got to have this color, which is of similarity with the color of the color of the part of the helmet that I just put down right there. So, but if you're playing offensively with condensing eraser set, then you have no point of using the set bonus at all. That's what it is because if you want to use the set bonus, you're limited to one play way of playing it, rather than a set that gives you opportunity to play different ways. So I could say that it should change for a broader way of being able to play it in different ways so that the set still gets used, because whenever you play offensively the set doesn't get used, but whenever you play passively and keep blocking, that's when the set gets used. So I totally get the point right there. Bro, what is that shading difference though? There's almost no shading difference. You can hardly even see it. If you go out, you might be able to see the line, but if you're not as well sighted, then I highly doubt you're going to be able to see that line. But it's just going to be making sure that every color stays a little bit different, that it doesn't completely blend in with other colors that are of the same kind of element. So I still have to do that, and then the bell part, and then the chest part, and then everything else. We're just gonna be taking piece by piece and figure out what to do next, so that we don't get ourselves a little too lost. And then, whenever I'm done with this, whenever I'm done with this experimental kind of art that I'm doing right here, then I'm gonna be making some art on my own because I have a project. I have a great idea for my own game and my own universe of Boss Modern called something. It isn't called something, but it is something. You'll get to see in a little bit. Man, it's so dusty right here. I'm trying to clean the screen while I'm doing drawing, dude. Really? Yeah, it's over here, and then over there, and then I think I should be able to add those colors, just like that. And there you go. And I could, for example, say just have a cartoony kind of shader right there. Okay, not like that, but remove that. Wait, that overlapped? Huh. I guess I wasn't accurate when I was trying to accurately change colors. There we go, man. So let's say I do this. Size pixel so that we actually get one pixel and can do this, for example. Would I rather stop time or accelerate time? If the logic of accelerating time is just go faster to your own death by age, then I would rather stop. Then I would not really rather stop time. Stop time. Stop time, then I won't be going further. Then I wouldn't be able to draw. So, unless the stop time logic works in a way that I can do whatever I want, but everyone around me just gets frozen. But that means in that sense, that you guys won't be able to talk to me, and I will be like alone for that time. Unless you find a way to escape death of age. At least that, if we get to that then that means the human race has something to chew on for their own good. Idea of Boss the Modern was because I was actually I was actually named StormTech6 before I changed my name to BossTheModern. And then I was looking around in other channels, and other channels have relatively awfully the same name. So I went up with the nickname that I use, Boss. Real name is something else than Boss, but my nickname is Boss, and my real name is something else. And then I was thinking, well, I like modern stuff. I like modern stuff, and still had that blurring idea of my alter ego back then. So BossTheModern was my name for try to express myself in that manner. I certainly got people's attention, so I'm really happy for that. So BossTheModern, because think of modern things. Think of modern things most of the times. You can see right here, this is not modern art. Well, this is not art of a modern topic, but it is of the modern style. But I tried to modernize the variant that developers have made by me by just changing the visor so it doesn't look like a carnival creep. No, it's not like carnival creep. It just looks like some over decorated Brazilian costume still. So I was thinking, well, if I change the visor, maybe I would like it more, and it certainly did. I still like it more. I like it more than what it did when I just looked at the skin right here. Like, why? I had the skin though. I finished the marathon, but but really, I rather prefer the Shadow Limits variant of the Torture Sniper set. My own preferences. Maybe if they have even more modernized skin variant, then I would like to use that skin. Because there's going to be more skins of the same set. We already see that there's like one card. There's definitely going to be more cards. For sure. So at least that's also something to look forward to. I feel like that big color right there. Nah, man. Looks like I was choosing the outside, didn't I? Yeah, I was choosing the outside. Because this is the... Isn't this the inside part? What am I even doing? It's like relatively the same color. Huh. Odd. If I just zoom in and actually manage to pick the color. Alright. There we go. Let's try again. Let's see how this color unfolds. That's exactly what I was after. So, do this. And there we go. Filled up. Replace color. Maybe I added as a temporary profile picture or something, or maybe I added time lapse of the last bits of detailing. Perhaps I would like to do that, or just like a little progress of what I'm thinking, whenever it comes to being new at digital art. Because so far, we have a plan, we set our plan, this is the sketch, and this is the coloring. And it's like blinking accurate. It's like flashing. Flash it. So when it's complete, I will definitely be adding this in one of my videos. It will definitely happen. So no big worries about that. It will be popping up. It's gonna be wonderful to show it off for my fans right there. Is there anything else I want to pay attention, because I'm probably gonna be paying attention to that over 1,000 times before I even get to finish coloring this part, because I'm just doing the upper section of the chest. And we still don't have this green part over here, so just gonna fix that. There we go. And now we got that finished. So now we pretty much have that green part, which I'm gonna be fixing up right here. All I gotta do is draw a line, go around here. A little bit to cover out the white tracks. That should be good. And then draw the line over here. Hold on. Draw the line. Pull the strings. Fill up. And let's have a look. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Like, I gotta work my way till I get the most fun part. If there was any other tool, well, I tried to check out the tools, but they were used to modify certain parts. What is this? What the fudge? Okay, well, that's a peculiar post. Huh. That was that was a surprise from Discord right there, I might suppose. And why does my Discord not open? I've been sitting down here for a while just drawing elements, and this is what happened. Yeah, Discord doesn't open up. Huh. But none of the Discord element is showing up here. I have to go to the taskbar to deal with that. Alright then. I can fix that several ways. I can enter mobile and talk right there. I can enter mobile and talk it there, or talk anywhere else. Yeah, hello, third. Hold on. So if I enter Discord like this, then okay, that's gonna happen. What happens if I do this, if I actually try to enter the taskbar? Ah, stream's still going. Good. Because it should, yeah, it's showing up right there. Huh. Wait, where is it now? Look at that. I think that's what made Discord not open. Alright, any other questions? So, what about advices? What you can do is, just gotta express yourself, your own character. That's what it's all about. You're just gonna express yourself. Your voice, your mouth, and whatever you do. That's gonna define your own character for YouTube. It's really that it. You just gotta express you. That's why I do YouTube. You do express you. Alright, Discord, you better open up and not get run over right now. I wouldn't be particularly happy if I figure out it gets run over by some mysterious errors. I certainly had a golden detail over there as well. Huh. Looks like I have to add that to my checklist. Well, I pretty much would say that I'm just gonna roughly take this part and just paint it over as a part itself. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna draw a line that goes a line that is lined up with this. Like that. Because this set, even though it is over decorated, it's certainly meant for, at this instance, that it had a lot of detail to deal with. Alright, finally Discord's up. At last, I can finally hop some VC. And perhaps get one of you guys to hop in the chat if it works. Okay, so I'm now currently in the voice channel. If you guys want to talk live, then all you gotta do is just follow up the link that just been provided down below. Cause if it doesn't work, you gotta tell me that it doesn't work and I'll provide you a new link. It should be in the description. I put it early, and I also should have been putting it farther down as well. So I've been doing like 2 times to make sure that people can see the link. Hopefully you guys will see. So maybe just continue the art right here as we speak, and maybe announce everyone that everyone can now join the live chat and ask about everything. type it out so that everyone in the Discord knows. We can all talk, have fun, just talk about whatever you want, and pretty much, pretty much talk about everything that we want, or just ask some questions. That could also be a thing. Be more than eager to ask some questions, to answer some questions. It's dark outside right now. Window got stains that they're trying to make itself pretending that it's raining, but I know it's not. It's just dark outside. I think it's clear. How I look at it's either stars, those white lights, or just lights, or the light post, or the lamp, street lamps. So now, everyone loves the everyone tag in Discord. There we go, man. Let's continue. This gold detail right here, by the way. Just gonna figure out what to do. And who's popping up right here? Hello,
Me?
Funky. You know I'm live streaming, by the way?
Yes, I saw.
Drawing the app. Different drawing app than what I used to create my alter ego, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps I will be. Perhaps I want to recreate that. I get to see. I just started, but whenever I just made a sketch of the event contribution, the contest contribution, it certainly had its shine on just the sketch itself, and now just doing the matte coloring. The gradient color was a little bit confusing until I actually figured out how it all worked. So yeah, now I know how that works. I can just continue this work right here. Gold detail. Wow. Alright, it's gold. What about if I do this? And then just fill the rest of the colors up. Just gotta put a line somewhere. Hold on. Not that button. Haven't really been zooming in. So yeah, finally a birthday party stream at last. Swear to goodness, man. Certainly want to sing happy birthday to me.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday to me.
Birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
me.
you.
You sing it.
Happy birthday, dear futuristic man. Happy
Dude,
birthday
you're
to
so
you.
encouraging, man. I love it. You're such an encouraging, energetic person, man. I love it. Alright, let me see how this goes. Alright, I think that should do. Unless if I want to take 75% of that area, as it certainly can look like over there. Because this is around 50-50. And more than that, then I'll just be feeling more than what I really need to. So if I just draw a line over here, press, fill, the wonderful tool itself. Draw lines over here. And we should be good. And by the way, if you guys don't know, I have autumn break. The party, well, it's just a party of 2 people at this moment, at this point, and shadows like you. So we're still a party. We're still a party. Everyone who joins, you're a part of the party, the fun part. Just been looking forward to November 6th. Bruh, we saw that message. Sucker, how? just snooping around Discord because someone pinged me for something, and whatever ping that was surprising. Just say it that way. Why all of a sudden does it look like this had texture right now? Ah, I just see like grainy texture that I did not even notice. Well, I shouldn't be too bothered about that. Really? No, there's edges. Well, that was kind of unprecedented, wasn't it?
You could say so.
Unprecedented Trump, no. How do I solve this then? Because that would be that I have to rescale those dots, which I know I can do using the tools, the wonderful tools that I have for the app itself. I was lucky that it was free, and not I have to pay for just getting all the luxury of the using tools. Oh, I see one of this, and there's a color escape somewhere, which I don't get. I'm just gonna assume it's this. Yeah, it was. It was that tiny little area. Alright, so if you insist that that part was too big, then I'm just gonna do a selection box. Okay, not like that. No, 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 no. Like this.
I'm gonna have.
And then nudge. No, that was not what I want. So I have to insta regret that. And that was not what I wanted. I just wanted to just select. I don't know if I can scale. Now that I've just been trying. Let me see. Let me see. Well, I can, yeah, his mic volume is actually really high. I can always turn down that manually. What about this? Selection inverted. That doesn't even do anything. Haha! Oh, that did not work. Okay. I guess we do it the old way then. Clear this area and actually make those border lines. Just gotta be scaling up the pixels. I see what it is. It's like when I second time put the pen on this, it just creates that. Okay. Good to know. Because what I'm gonna be doing is to select. No, I cannot select that color at last because then. So I have to go back to this and try to get that lighter part of the color right there because that was the darker part. Let's get the lighter part. Actually, we should get the darker part first. It looks like it's almost drawn by the looks of the pattern right there. Just try to make it look more realistic, that is. Huh. Peculiar. Like that. Although the line were pretty unclear. So always try to puff it up on the areas that got uneven so that we can even it out even more. And eventually it should look pretty even over there. Anime? When watching Yandere Simulator. Well, frankly, I do have a console. Frankly, I do have Xbox that I can connect to iPad. I don't have the actual Xbox station system itself. I only have the controller that I can connect to the iPad and play games that are compatible for playing with controllers through the iPad. And I have Minecraft PC, and then I have Minecraft PC. One of my friends gave me it as of a birthday present, but then we stopped talking to each other, and I cannot access the Minecraft user anymore. So I was like, okay, I guess you don't want me to play Minecraft anymore then. Don't get bothered with my chomps. I gotta do it like this because it's gonna get thinned out. Because now, at this perspective, this brown part right here would just go straight through this vest, this armor plate right here, and just go all the way down like this. So therefore, I just thinned out the pixels, if you guys are wondering. I super thinned it because I was thinking, well, if I have it like this, that means that this belt part is just gonna go through the vest, through the armor plate, and out there. So I was ignoring that. So by that, let's paint the rest. Look at that. I really wonder right now what to do next, because so far, even though it's matte, it looks good. By the looks of it, that is. 2020, pretty neat. Despite the corona being roaming around the world, affecting Trump and dozens of people. Hmm. Oh, don't mind about that. I was gonna have my own patterning when it comes to that. Fill up those colors. Look at that. Now it looks like, now it looks roughly pixelated, but I don't mind that much at all. Have to check out the progress. So yeah, let's make it this side, and then I was saying let's put effort into doing this. All right, let's draw this part. Okay, that was not what I want to do. Let's draw this part, clear up that impurity right there. Let's draw this part. I have a borderline going right there. Look at that. Oh, we sure cannot forget those wildfires, oil spills, everything that you mentioned. Let's say that Australia had a really hot time at that point, end of that year. If not being too harsh. Now I wonder if the colors are the same if I take from this part, because they look awfully the same, and they are the same. They are the same kind of color. So what I'm gonna do is use this color of similarity, because this is the same kind. This is of the same kind but different, tone, I might say. Was supposed to do something. Color, that is. Go up. There we go, man. Do that, and then you use the magical fill color. And then I think I should be using this color from the chess piece to just make those lines more clear. Alright, that was definitely one great line. We do it like this. Down there. Up and over. Down and under. Maybe I add more thickness into this, so that it is more visible. Wow, more forests burning, more wildlife being taken away by fire. Concerning for the natural activists, if I want to say so myself. Wonders of nature sure should actually respect that we have an abundance of natural stuff. Animals with their genetic codes to adapt to different areas, the areas that they were meant to adapt in, and now their long-lasting DNA development, which have been happening for millions of years, getting disappeared by human actions. It's a brutal story if you want to say it that way. Then I'm just gonna ask myself, should I be really concerned or should I not? Sting. So okay, so whenever I add that extra pen layer, it adds an overlay. Huh. Peculiar, but I don't mind because it doesn't really show up until you actually get up close to it. Climate change. Stepfather told me before he died last summer that it's gonna be in the future. It's gonna be more rainy because of what happened, and I could believe that because it's been raining for the last couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure it's been reported many rains. And whenever I ask Siri about nature in Japanese, then when I ask for the weather in Tokyo, I often see thunder getting reported in that area. So certainly something's up, that's for sure. Whether the handling or action will be taken, that's another question to be asked. Man, what a strong wind blowing on the window right here. What's up? What's up, wind? You doing good? A peculiar birthday tapestry, seeing a modern guy, BossTheModern, sitting down there, having fun with drawing. Sure, pulling those precision lines as a herald can bring some joy. Hmm. Oh, let's fill up. I want to see how it blends, really. Yeah, I want to have some dark coming right there. I need to have some darker shading. Nature's revenge, or nature's attempt to balance itself based on humans' actions. A person sitting down making drawings? That's a meme? Perhaps. I said fill up. Hmm. That part, sure. This part sure got something. Oh. if I would use other tools, I would really be. If there's other tools that would have speeded up this, then I would already use it right now. But as for now, I've yet to know if they are. And because if they aren't, I gotta continue the process this way. Since this true form skin has a lot of detail, and I mean it a lot of detail. What I gotta do is add this over there because this armor piece actually showed that it had. Just gonna do it like this so that we get some line over there. Perhaps I wanna like add some shading just to make that the difference clear on what is what. So it shouldn't be that bad. Certainly looked like something. So we roughen up the upper part, and now we have another interesting part, which is called gradients. While we have to fill up the rest of the colors, the rest of the details. Okay, so I see how it is. What I did right there, though, was having a different crystal variant and put down that element. So now I kind of redesigned this crystal flow to where we have the gradient part over there and here, and then the metallic parts are all down here. But they are kind of separated. I was redesigning that in a different style, so that now it had another segment over there. I hear you, Happy Mouth. Welcome.
Yo, sup?
It's been a long time since we've been talking, have we?
I haven't talked to you in a while, man.
No, you neither. You neither. We have been talking each other for a while right now. So what are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking up some stuff.
All right. Anything else?
Nah.
Well, at least I have autumn break after a test on physics. Just gotta leave that aside with some autumn break. 10 days, because you start off in the weekends. You have those days as some days off school at last. Think humans are the new kings of the jungle? Josh Get Out Sing says, no, mate. Nature is king, my friend. Well, that's quite debatable, because humans are like humans are like the apex predators when it comes to nutrition system. Some might disagree on that, but I think many would think the same. But then again, whatever we do, nature wants to pay back, and want to compensate for what we did, and they either gonna be happy or just they're gonna be not happy. Nature shares their thoughts about what we do when we experiment with nature and exploit it for our own good. Do that. Pixagon going downhill. One of the reasons why I stopped doing Pixagon quite lately already. It's a fun game while it lasted, but then everything just changed for the non-better.
Yeah, the game is kind of garbage at this point, you know?
It's kind of withering away, and people are still going along with it. They're trying to move along with a game that's kind of withering away, like the wither itself. Oh goodness, that just makes unclear difference. Okay. Alright then, I guess I put you over there. And then we have this color right there and fill it up. Pretty much the basics of this. Just gotta see what I want to border and then fill it up. That's all. An intriguing task to do for me myself. I still have a little bit more shifts, so just not eating like a savage at this point. Usually I do, but I'm not. So yeah, bunch of good things happening to me in 1 week. My video getting featured, not the channel, but the video getting featured in the Shelf Light 3 section. Me getting an Apple Pencil, my birthday, me getting a pencil, video getting featured, and getting myself some astonishing art. What better can it be? My thoughts about Shadow Fight 3 Chapter 7 is that second part of the story was more rushed than Chapter 7.1 due to the high demands of people too eager to want to know how the story unfolds, and then oh my goodness, we got the June's plane. Now people getting pissed over that they just finished it too fast. Alright, I think those are the details I just want to add roughly. Dude, this, have that, and what color escaped right now? Ah, this part. If it fills up the whole entire palette, then I know that there's some color just run away, that there's a color gap that I have to fill up because there's no color over there. And that would mean that the color would just go out in different places. Alright, so that is that part, but then we have to do this part before we do the gradient. And if I don't have anything that lines up, then the gradient will just disappear. No, not the gradient will cover the whole entire canvas, which is not what I want. It will cover the whole entire palette. So still, if there's any other questions that you guys want to ask so far, be sure to ask them, or just enjoy watching me draw. Perhaps I'll be able to finish the progression from here. Who knows? Depends on how fast I'll be processing everything that I need to process before I continue this third step. How fast I do it. So yeah, isn't that special about Chapter 7 1.2? Because, well, we all know that they were all about futurism. Shelf Fight universe has some futuristic twists, as we all know, from Shelf Fight 2. Story though, short. It's like eating too little. It's like eating too little food. Whenever I was going through Chapter 7.2, well, basically I would feel like that whenever we try to go through chapters. and I already have gathered a lot of power. Back then, I usually just do events. Well, I didn't really start to do grind events and become more resourceful until lately this time. Oh, I don't mind, man. I don't mind. You can always have fun hearing me mumble like the real mumble rapper. But feel free to ask any questions if something pops up suddenly in your head that you just want to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. Alright, that's pretty much it for crystal. Hold on. Why do I want the gradient? I just need to turn it down to dark and that's it. Then go shape down this pen right here. So this is the most interesting part. I say so myself. That is to add the shading. To add the gradient of this crystal right here. Let's go do that and do the same over here. Just gotta make sure that no colors escape. So we start with this little crystal. So when I go to fill, I go to linear fill and do this, and everything that I did here will already show up. So whenever I look over here, I can already tell that okay, so the middle part is already gonna be at the middle part. That's what it has to go to. Upper part had to go like this, middle part over here, and then okay, did we just add another color? What the heck? Oh, it adds another color. Okay. So if I do that, I add a fourth layer. What if I do this? Or what if I hold? Can I even delete that? Like only have like 2 layers instead of 1? Oh, I can. And now we only have green and yellow. Alright, neat. Okay, so I can do it. But what about this? And now I got disconnected. Okay. Well, you know what? Looks pretty manga style now. The fact that I just drew with so little pixels. Well, generally I already got the idea that the legendary weapons were supposed to have a different shadow ability than the epic ones, but we only have this we only see this idea in the two-handed sword, where the legendary two-handed sword has vein shadow ability while the epic one has rift, and unique have the same as the legendary one. So I definitely know that the legendary and unique are going to be having different shadow abilities than the legendary ones, and we have yet to see some shadow abilities from legendary armors, because we know that we have Todd for legendary armor, while spikes for epic, and the warlord's place doesn't have FUD. They still use spikes because that was the initial idea from the betas that were just popping up and everyone getting hyped up for the game. Oh goodness, what just happened? I'm just gonna redo that because that went off the plan. I said fill gradient. I think it's just gonna be doing like this, pretty much. It's the other way around. Isn't that lovely, man? I have to flip this around, like this. Can't even hit the green color. All right, then I'm gonna do this. Man, it looks so manga. I'm not even joking. I think that's it. Oh goodness, there we go. And I'm gonna do the same over here, like that. Just a linear fill up right there. I think that should be it. And then do the same over there, just like that. Do you, and then do you, and then we have a little neat gradient shading, like that. Booyah. So now we did the same technique. I did the technique that I did over here with this part, because this part also is, because, well, this part also is part of this. Like, this is, they are the elements that we need to have this grading kind of feature. Not only that, we have to eventually get to the katars, not the katars, but the match plates, and do the same, so that you guys are aware about that. Library, hard eraser, we gotta erase you like the eraser. Alright, not bad at all. I'd say so myself. But I like to get more drinks to even keep my own sanity up. This snacks right here, well, it's just for enjoying to eat, but it doesn't really amp up my sanity. Hen or an egg? It's that tricky question people still stuttering about, though. Hen or an egg? The one that creates the egg, or the egg that exists itself? It's like seeing the world starting with two perspectives, rather than that, like that something just popped up out of nowhere, in a way, in the black void of the universe, and then have the ability to reproduce and copy itself, or just both kind of both share the idea of just something popping out of nowhere. So what I say is, whatever that comes first, it's just gonna continue, because they're the starters. Whatever that comes first, whether hen or egg, it will just work like that. It will just work. It will just it would just create a population of life onto that area that is in. So that's that. And you ask this, which is worse, fascism or communism? Like, why? Why that question? Well, I was like, okay, and then we have to go through this peculiar style of questions. Well, both give very brutal social differences, so both are not really good for the modern human mindset and mentality. So if you drive those into someone to just drive someone insane, then that ain't good. Alright, I forgot about that we still had this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is just move this away and then have this. Booyah. Do it the same way here. There we go. And that was not what I want. There we go. And then do the same over here. Just have the yellow away. I should do this then, since this is about to show up, and bro, I still press the same button. There we go, much better. So I'm just gonna erase this part right now. Just carefully erase it so that we're only left with the pencil strikes of that thing. Pencil strokes. Oh, look at that. Gentle as it can get. As deceivingly gentle as a yandere. So wonky that you depict women as people who can perform deceptions. That's what we get to see in movies. But should it really be like that? Because I don't really see any women doing some kind of deceptions, although that might be based on what people have experienced themselves. But still, why? Because that's what I see that women get depicted in spy action movies, such like that. Alright, Got rid of that, and now we have this nice gradient, which I really love to see. So that gradient out of the way, I guess. Should I go for the most detail or the one that has less detail? Because most of the details are over here. Alright, wait. That's eraser. Most of the details are over here. And this is the section that has least details. But I have to fill it up either way. It would be using it relatively the same time, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna be starting that just doesn't stress me up too much. Well, nothing really stresses me up, to be completely honest, but it's gonna be starting with something that I don't have to bother too much about, and then end up with something that I just gonna be spending much more time about. Look at that tone. It's like, look at that tone though. A very peculiar one. Yeah, it just goes around. This is a part by itself. And then we have this. Go around, man. And all we gotta do is not that. Let's just regret that and do this. And why? Because that's just a dark variety. It like completely darken it out. So my solution would be to copy this and then fill that up instead. Much better. No, that was more fitting than what I had first time right there. But then I think all I gotta do, okay, that was wrong. Turn that off. Do this. Why is there shouldn't be gaps, dude. And it was that gap that made it escape. Alright then. So now we got that, and who do you think is the most annoying character in SFA? Your opinion, Yuka and her cat. Well, you can just use her cat to be meowing on your opponent while she leaks forward to scratch your toes. And what else, really? If I look around, Ironclad can be a little bit of a troll annoying kind of person to deal with. Given that for every time you hit him, he will have more defense. While if you're not playing Ironclad, you don't have that kind of ability. You have to find other ways to get around with Ironclad. You basically gotta hit him many times. That's what it is. And it might get to a point that you just rather wish that he was already knocked down than later. But really, I don't really find any characters that can bring such an annoying tendency on me. You carry a cat. Oh wow, I know that people can just launch a cat and just instantly attack with combos to just make some more wounds, and then perhaps chain that together with their strong attack, for instance. Other characters don't. Helga was like a meta to begin with, and then she just got puffed down, and then changed her mechanic of her angelic form, where now if she lands certain hits, she'll fill the bar. She'll fill the bar rather than actually having to only lose 100% of their health to enter her angelic form. Now she can already do angelic dashes whenever she hits several times because she is not using shadow energy. So they would be like, alright, why not give a bar for her that can be useful? Sorry. And therefore, they just invented such a thing. we got another would you rather question from Cougar Man. Would you rather be stuck in the middle of the desert or in the middle of the ocean? If you're in the middle of an ocean, and if it's a deep one, your likeliness of survival without any ocean gear is low compared to the desert. Because if you go to the desert, you wouldn't even care about the money you have because that won't be used anytime soon. It will only be used when you get back to civilization. Deserts is a life of nomads. So if you learn how to live in nomad life and know where to find water and stuff like that, those survival techniques, then you already be good off in the desert. You can't just punch a fish dead. Don't even think about that. You must be a really good athletic if you want to just punch a fish dead and try to eat it down in the ocean while you just swallowing the salt water. So no. Without scuba gear, without scuba gear in the ocean, that's just not gonna work. You're not gonna survive for very long if you're like halfway down the ocean or like just a little bit. They said that the record for staying under the ocean is like 14 minutes for a human. And if that's gonna be improved, it had to be in genetics. Then they have to modify the genetics so that the lungs can function in a way. If they function the way it skills, then humans can definitely live on the seas. But what would life be if you like became a fish? Because that's like going back in time and just retract your evolution by behavior, but not by your physical form, your anatomy. You're like backtracking your evolutionary progress. That's what you do, pretty much. So we have those lines, right? Okay, I kind of got confused, but then I knew which lines it was. Because I could see that there's two lines right there. I tried to imitate those. And then we have just a darker clip over there. So what I'm gonna do then is just add those two lines. Go over here. Go over there. And then go through here. So now we have lines that go through the cliff. Human fish. Imagine, our next evolution gives us the ability to live underwater. Although, if we're gonna live underwater, I really wonder how bubble language is gonna work. That's all I can say to that. Oh. Okay. So, apparently, this part right here just have that patterning again. So I have to do that. Okay. Well, fair enough. Bigger. They say the bigger the better. They say the bigger the better, and then the stronger the faster. That should do. And then we can just add this color back. Like this. Going through over here. And go all the way down, just like that. And then we have to do the same over here. Just gotta be roughly putting it down. That doesn't matter. There we go. And then we have to draw this all the way up before we can use the fill tool and watch the magic happen. You don't really notice it until you get close to picture that I just haven't been to acting on just removing those kind of scales. But really, whenever I finish this, then I go to the shading part and have to actually figure out where shadows should be and where shadows should not be, and then see if I can add any realism aspect into it. That's pretty much my main goal. Except if I know how to do those techniques, then I'm pretty much good to do it with digital art. Okay, what I rather want to do when I get rid of those that are already in that line is just to use that color to just get rid of it. Just like that. It gets rid of the most of them. It's not gonna get rid of. It's not gonna rid the 100% of it. I'd rather fly and still talk rather than having difficulties of bubbling around to be able to speak underwater. If I wanted to say so myself. Humans always had a dream to fly. Well, many humans have a dream to fly. So try to imitate a bird. If you imagine your next evolution is going to be turning yourself into a bird, being able to fly and become a hawk and stalk your prey and then jump at your prey and eat it. But at least if you were able to fly, then you wouldn't need to. Then if you are able to fly anywhere without getting fatigued, then flight tickets are just pointless anymore. Then the airlines will no longer be a business because you are the airline business that you can use anytime to travel anywhere. Passes would be a different thing though. How? Humans have to gather up into a certain place before they can pass. Although it will be quite strange to see a flock of humans flying to the country next door. What is my progress? I swear to goodness, man, I've been sitting down like this for a while. But I'm on my way, luckily. That raining noise right there in the stream, that's what I used when I was streaming Pixagon 3D. And now I just got down into this, so, well, I'm pretty much satisfied with how it went up, so then I'm still doing this. Alright, do this. And then do this. I think it's just gonna be filling this up. Magical. Yeah, I would definitely like to have that different shading to just give the clamps right there. So I guess I would love to, just clearing some impurities I just saw right there. So I would love to add that color again, just for that. Wasn't really much. This is rather be more a talk show of me drawing, rather than well, it's halfway that and halfway questions and answers. But so far, we're gonna be chilling. It's been going 2 hours, haven't it? Let me check it out. 2 hours, 2 minutes. And I could definitely tell because we already gone that far in the stream. Still happy though that we gotten that far. Okay, not gonna do that. I was just supposed to do this and then fill it up. Look at that, magic. Magic. Take this off. Like that, and there we go. Nice. Right. We're filling up the right side. It's like coloring a color book by just tapping. Just looking like that and blinking it. This is a sketch right here. And this is what it's about to get to. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere. Always one step ahead if you are really in for it. Ha ha, cheeky one, because that part's supposed to be green. I thought the whole entire frame, but actually part of that frame is within that color that I thought was gonna be green, but it wasn't. Alright. Alright then. Fine. Be like this. But really, where though exactly? Well, speaking of which, I could like to separate those with just a gradient color, or just do dark color over here and say no more. And then just like copy this and go over here and then you go over here, hold on, do that, and after that I should be able to just do this, draw a line that goes through here, and now if we fill up, there's a gap, and that gap is over there. So I have to fill that up like that. Let's see what happens. Alright, that was the gap that I was talking about. Cool. We get to know stuff. So, use this color to differ from what's what. Roughly, as for now. If I do it smaller pixels, it's just gonna be in that situation again, so no. Seagull style, just diving down to get their fish. The fishing business has become something different. They're just pulling up yarns to track down the fish. Although, you won't have a recon tool you won't have a tool to track your fish. No intro. It's art. Actually, experimental contribution to a Facebook art contest. So that I could practice my shading skills of digital art. And perhaps create some more good ideas for my own part. A bunch of ideas for a game that I want to make in the future. Let me save this. What? Okay. Okay, why? Turn it back. My goodness, I was just wondering, why did it just stand like that for a moment? And then I realized, oh, it's just that. Okay. Oh, today's your birthday? Happy birthday then. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're having a good day on your birthday. Alright, get back to the art. Now, what could really stand out from this? Adding another line separation with this dark color right here? Sure. I think I have to do. Just like that. And then we use this color, fill it up, and take it up. Like that. And then we have this green part. We also have this darker part, which I'm going to be... No, hold on. Aha. So what I can do is, you see that part over there? Yeah, that's exactly what I have to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll take this darker part right here. I'm just going to be zooming in a little bit closely, so I can get the right intel for that color. Add that color over here. Like that. And after that, then I should be able to just add that green color, which is the glowing element itself. So it is just the same color as this. And just gonna be filling up. No need to do the fill up tool. do that. And this part right here, this gap right here, is actually a gradient. You guys may not notice that quite clearly, but it is. Congratulations to your Pokemon game. Even though I don't play myself, but I at least want to appreciate. Alright, so what did I just notice? Well, that means I have to draw a dark line again. Short dark line again. So before I do that, I'm gonna add that shader again. Yeah, I'm gonna add the gold color again. Goldy color. And do this. There's not really much need to do that. I just gotta go at areas that don't have colors at it at all. Okay, where's the gap? Where's the gap? Because if it's right here, that's just ridiculous. It was. My goodness, man. It's just counting down. This, like, if there's one pixel that escapes, then the whole entire canvas just fills up. Alright, now that we have that done, now I can just thin out this pencil right here. And the black color. Do this. Just add this over here. Just over there. Add that gradient. It said it went down, right? Yeah, it did. Okay, so it went down from green to yellow. So I'm just gonna do this and then say green to yellow, like right down there. And then just something like this. Done. And then I just wipe it out with an eraser tool and then go back to what kind of pencil I was using. Just fix up the shading, fix up some colors for the artwork itself. Alright, I guess this edge part was actually working really effectively. That's just to polish this section right here. Nice. Alright, we got that. Hooray! Hooray, hooray, you might say. I think I'd rather use that color to just make this. Hold on. Kind of got mixed up with the black color, but I think this variant should be better. Just having that color. If we get more skins, then it might be intriguing to see which kind of skins I would like to put as number one though, and it might be interesting to just rank some skins whenever we get more skins, because we have 5 skins. No. Yeah, think again. We have the Judges, Ground Arbiter, we have Star Chasers. We have the Star Chaser skin. We have the Star Chaser skin. And then we have the Immortal skin. And we have Beeline skin, which is the Spectre skin. And then we have the Torture Sniper set. Well, same for me as well. You're not alone in that situation, because many people, frankly, retire from Pixel Gun 3D at this point. Draw that line down. Long time ago. It's still all understandable whether you did it right now or like a long time ago. Okay, that was I keep forgetting what's what over here. This should do then. So we're actually finished on this side. Look at that. We're already getting somewhere. Oh, it's gonna be so interesting when I get to figure out how to darken this up and give it some life and lights. And a background that will fit it, because I actually plan to blend it with the background. And the background is gonna have its own kind of color and its own nature. That's all I gotta say for that. do that, I think this section is pretty much done. Like, come on, I'm not gonna be a perfectionist into just cleaning up every little white spot I see, because that would be taking too long. Too long for a fact. To just do this. This just got roughened up, so I just decided to do that. But like, hey, I'm a perfectionist, I'm just gonna do this. Like, bruh. For real. I think the easiest one to do at this point is to just the hand itself. So I'm just gonna straightforward go for the hand. Yeah. No. It doesn't have a glove. It's just not a free hand. Yeah, it's just the same color. Dang it, man. As I thought this was just all gonna be easy. Funny thing is, okay, here's the funny thing though, is that Void Warden, no, not about that. We have a white jar, but it's called bleach, and we don't have white color yet, and we have pink color as a common color. I forgot what that color is. So yeah, we adding colors. Isn't it beautiful, man? Well, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream pretty soon. It's been a fun time chatting with all of you from the beginning till the end. A lot of questions, a lot of chat interactions been happening to the live stream, and hopefully I'll get to 500 subs real soon, because we're actually getting closer and closer into getting 500 subs. So I'll definitely be looking forward to when that's gonna happen. I guess the actual what do you call it, recommendation, the actual feature that was happening right here was actually certainly worth it. So that's pretty cool. Perhaps I might be doing a stream, or just wait until we get 500 subs, because it's actually close to it. So definitely going to be some videos before I'm going to be streaming, and perhaps I'll be streaming again after, like, maybe I'll make a video about face reveal and then stream about it. So yeah, like just a Q&A monotone, just showing my face while I'm monologuing with all of you guys, as we say for now. So we made progress. We made progress so far. Just been doing as what I tried to plan right here. Oh, that also need to go. I just didn't notice that. Anything else? Oh, that had to go. Come on, there you go. If there's anything you want to say right now, feel free to do so, as I'm about to wrap up for the stream right here with the progression of the art itself. Gotta press gallery and save current sketch, because I need that. Save that current sketch. Honestly, we onto something. Just gonna be a question of time of when we actually get to the real deal coloring, because that's when something is really interesting. Well, you're kind of right and kind of wrong. I have a mustache. Not really a complete beard. Mustache over lips, up and under the lips, and down the tip cheeks. That's where I have those facial hairs. Oh well, let me see here. Well, it's that color, so I could just roughly say, let's add this color right here, and just put down like this. Hold on, bigger pixels. Like this. And then fill it up. Just polishing it. Just like that. I just do this section right here. Just shortly. Because this is also one of the important things that I just want to add up. worst. Removing the worst out of those white dots. Not just gonna be necessarily removing all of it, although it looks like. Yeah, and that's simply it. And now we go into the deep dive details with all the leaves, all the freaking match blades, and this chess piece itself. Those are the major detail parts I have to go through piece by piece before I can actually finish it and actually start on some, I don't know, airbrush shading. Like let's say I have some darkness a little bit, and oh my goodness, when I just have a sneak peek into it, this might be the plan right here. That might be it. Well, we just gotta see, guys. We just gotta see. Man, you know what? Let's have a half a cup. If I drink the half a cup with Coke, that's gonna be it for the stream right there. So I'm gonna get myself some half cup of Coke, and then drink that up in my own pace. Alright, finally. You can hear my door open. Alright, I instead got some water because I had a little bit much of the sweets today. And the savory. So, I was deciding, you know what? Let's have some omizu. The water. Because that's the one that keeps the human functions alive. As I'm gonna say for now. There's the moon. Dang. Hello, moon. Alright. Let's continue art a little bit. Drink up this cup of water right here, and then I'll wrap up for the stream. Got like 60% of that cup remaining, so I guess that's gonna be all I try to keep myself sane while I try to go through all of this detail right here. What should I do? Should I go from go this way or this way? Like, that's for me to find out. Man, that airbrush though is legend. It's a legend. You can like add some spot details with this kind of airbrush. I feel like airbrush is gonna be my favorite tool when it comes to trying to shade. We'll just see what happens. I just want to see what happens. That's all. I think adding that base color is just the foundations before I actually get into air shading and creating art for my own character. So that should be the way I want to go. So what's my favorite YouTuber? I have subscribed to a bunch of YouTubers that are really popular right now. And I haven't really subscribed to any Shadow Fight 3 YouTubers, really. I do watch Hulkstead, I do watch Arifo, and I did watch some other YouTubers like NSG Malik and some others right there, but my favorite YouTuber, not really. Corey Kenshin. Although it's just been a bit of a trend, man, playing Among Us. I do have that game, but I'm not the person who like plays it 24/7. All right, my conclusion would be we go this way. So, starting off from the chess piece right here, we are just gonna straightforward use the same color no matter what to just fill up this piece right here. So all I gotta do, since we have all these surrounding colors right there, just gonna be doing this. Nice and gentle. Like a gentleman. Or deceivingly gentle as a yandere. Oh. Oh, good night then. Good night there, Just Get Out. Well, I will be saving the stream so you can watch it later and watch me draw as we speak, and I'll definitely be making more progress as we speak after this one. We see right there. So that is the part right there, and then we do this, and we do this, and that should be it. So whenever I use this, okay, there's a color escape. That's because I thought the match play part was already colored, but it wasn't. Let me do that again. There we go. going to be cleaning up the O2 filter. Alright, let's see what happens here. Ah, nice. No gaps, so that I don't have to worry about that. And then see what happens over here. No gaps, because when there's gaps, then my whole entire picture just gets painted with that one color. That's what I try to avoid. That. Do the same over here. It's gonna be gently cleaning this. And that should pretty much be it. Right there. So we have that part right now. Now the part that's above these flowers right here are the purple parts. So I have to do this process again, which is quite knowable. Perhaps I want to increase the size of pixels. Actually, let me just amp it up a little bit too. That is doable. So whenever I do this, I can use this to help fill up the rest. So like this, and then we add this color back here to the rest. Now there shouldn't be a gap over there. No, good. There's a gap over here, so I have to fill that up. And there's also a gap over here, so I also have to fill that up, the little gap over there, and copy paste that color because there's a gap over here. And now fill that up and clear out those lines so it doesn't look horribly spotted. Although, to be honest, I just gotta be filling that up anyways. But I have to do the same over here. Just gotta be making this line go up and then fill up, do this and this, and clear up this layer over there. And we still have this part, so I gotta be doing this. And that should be pretty much it. Oh, it can certainly do. It can certainly do feel like that time is just slipping by so fast. Maybe your break just feels like it's too short and like you want more of it. Just because of that freedom just felt so short. You never know, really. Ah, so you use it 2 pixels. No wonder, but it still does the good work. Oh. Okay. So I have to copy paste. So I have to copy that color. Like that. Like that. And then we should be able to fill this gap up. And then clear out those lines. Clear out those lines and those lines. And the rest of the lines can be just substituted with that color. And we only deal with what is not going to be filled up. Or actually what is going to be making a gap. There you go. So we're not going to be dealing with what's filled up. There you go. I think that's most of those parts, if I'm not mistaken, because it's harder to tell what's behind the match blades over there. Because I know there's leaves, that's why I put the spike up. But then I have to figure out, well, where did the arm go? Because I have to look at this armor piece right there. Although I'm not on the upper layer. Although this piece right here is on the upper layer of that armor piece, I just trying to make. This is the armor piece I'm just trying to make over here. That's the upper armor piece, and then this is the lower piece itself. And this is the match blade that's gonna be stand and shine, looking like a stab man while you're holding it. Maybe I'll figure out what's what over here, because if there's anything around it, it's okay. So it's not just gonna be purple, because there's lotus pattern and some lighting and purple on top, and then there's actually a line going down to the bottom, and in which, okay, so that's gonna be okay. I get it now. So this was actually supposed to be separate with green over here, because this was an upper part. This was a separate part by itself, because it was only made to fill up the upper lotus plates, the green lotus plates. The gold one, the outer green ones from left to right have the brown plating. I get where this gets to right now. So, but by that, then I have to add another kind of color brown that is darker than the current one that you use to border up those lines. So that's gonna be my plan right there. I like a Ferris space. I would rather say I just try to figure out what I should do right here. Hearing me swallow the water. As of I'm the one who had to intentionally, 100% all the time, have to drink without leaving any single kind of noise. So yeah, well, that was that news that I got from just looking at the model. Not really a model, but just the reference image itself. Maybe I should lower the pixels so I could actually just add some humps and bumps, or just enlarging it just more finely, in a more fine nature. I'll definitely be continue to experiment with this, that's for sure. There's a lot of opportunities that I can see that I can do with this color right here. Everything that I do right here. And it's gonna be so grateful when I finish all of this, playing like a kid, playing the coloring book, and then we get to the real deal shading. I don't know what happened right there, but it does look like there was any overlapping colors, so I guess I'll take it as a good. Alright, so I guess this part is supposed to be dark brown, so I'm just gonna solve that pretty easily by just do this and darken it up just like that, and that makes a clear difference. And all I gotta do is to add the color to where it doesn't hit, to where there hasn't been any color yet, because it's over here. Because the logic is that any area that hasn't been color, or any area that hasn't been any added color, any added pattern or anything, it's just gonna, whenever I use the fill tool, any room that is left for open, it's just gonna fill the entire tool, unless I like border a line over there and do something like this. That's like a used color. Other than that, if I go to this layer, because I'm mainly coloring on this layer, but I go to this layer, then I think the fill tool will behave differently. Yeah, see that? Fill tool behaves differently. But you might be thinking, well, why not do that, BossTheModern? Because then I just have to be mimicking the lines. So therefore I did it like this, because I wanted an overlay, and it certainly flickers in such a fascinating manner when I just tap onto it with my Apple Pencil. To say so, at least myself. Well, we have an honor break. I can just spend a whole day doing this, and I certainly want to So that's one thing right there. Alright, so just fill this color right there, like that. Just make it nice and smooth. It's gonna be looking nice and good. Just like this. And then do it all the way down there. See that? And then we get over there and do this. And that should be pretty much it. It's like taking out the worst of those colors. And then I pretty much have to do the same over here. And yeah, certainly. Okay, so I see where it goes, I suppose, because apparently I exceeded over here. This is the borderline over here that I just made, because I was assuming where the torso is going to be. So I guess the torso is going to be over there, I guess. So with that should be something right there. So I'm just going to be coloring this part then. That means I have to do this. I have to erase this part, which I can just quickly do by just look at that, a giant eraser just eating away this part right there. I just gotta scale it down so that I can just do it more finely, like that. And now it looks like a square, so that's pretty nice. Do this, and I think it's going up here and then in here. I think in here we go up or forward, go up there, and go up here. Yeah, I just gotta borderline this up, just like this. And let's press fill, see what happens. Yay, no open spaces. Exactly what we want. This artist takes his time to make sure that it doesn't get too lazy with its art. Just make sure that details actually get paid attention with, because that's the most important part. Look at that. Alright. That's pretty cool. So now we're sitting down with the leaves left, and then we have the hand right here. So yeah, roughing it up, but this is probably the part of the process before doing this. So I'm just gonna be wrapping up the stream for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I haven't been finishing my cup of water yet, but I certainly will do after a while. And stream's crashing, and it's getting back. Dang. Alright, I hope you guys did enjoy this live stream right here, and if you guys did, be sure to hit that like button to show support. And if you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll become the part of the BossTheModern community. I'll certainly be trying to launch more streams if you guys want to, like just a taco show stream, or with more drawings. Perhaps I will do more drawings, or actually we get into games. So yeah, it's been fun time trying to just spend my time, sit down and draw using digital art. It's been quite thrilling by using the reference image right there. So I'm just gonna be doing this, press save current sketch, and wrap it up for today. Or let me just quickly get into Shadow Fight 3 so I can show you guys some progression. I would like to see if this is actually working, because if I can play one game, then it should be something. But let me show you guys what I'm actually talking about here. So we ended the stream by just playing a teeny little bit of Shadow Fight 3. Tamper down the volume. Tamper down the volume. There we go. I just realized why it's just the desktop sound being a little bit too loud. I just realized why. Alright, my goodness. It's like half of 60 FPS. Wonderful, isn't it? But anyways, that's pretty much it. And already, as you guys can see, for real, in this live stream that I have most of the legendary sets. And still craving for this. And still craving for these two. So when I have those two, I pretty much call myself done with the game. Like, look at this. I just been doing this 100% without any money. Not with any money, not at all. Single Norwegian currency getting paid, and now it's shopping. Oh wow. I really wonder. It's been blinking red and then it's making black green. Alright, good. Oh my goodness, just look at that. Hopefully I get a better video card so that it actually would work right there. So yeah, that's pretty much my collection. I've collected all of the rarities. All of the rarities that's been collected besides legendary, which is of no surprise if I want to say so myself. So I'm pretty much gonna be, well, maybe I'll play around just for amusement's sake. Let's say I play Heralds, I play Sakura-san. I use some of my standard builds that I have going flagpole style against the Lotus himself. Fight. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this battle will carry out. Alright. Oh my goodness, look at that shop. Alright, let's see what happens. Nope, get back, dude. You're not going anywhere. But really, I feel like Sakura is just a pretty neat set if you don't really like to use many shadow abilities. That's all. So you can do like that and then fire harpoon. You be knocked down and we win. Alright, let me see right here. Oh, okay, it's still visible. It's still visible. I'm happy. I wanna listen to myself. I can't even listen to myself there. What the heck? Hold on. I want to see my live stream. I want to watch my live stream. Oh my goodness, it's been 2:35. It's been a very long live stream for a birthday party. That's what's true. You can still hear. I can still hear my voice. All right, good. What were you thinking, bot? Oh my goodness, that would be lovely. Alright. Very clever. Do that. Oh, that did not work. But this certainly did. Plant flag. Look at that. Plant the flag. Smash him down. Without any bigger concerns than what it needs to be. It's gonna be waiting for the last 2 days. It's probably gonna be grinding to Legend League as per usual. Still have those. I still have the survival, but really, I don't really mind about the survival at all. Because that is like almost none of my business. Oh, brutal! Brutal damage. Man, that was actually fun playing with him. Alright. Alright. 50 tokens. We'll do one more before we wrap up the stream because I wanted to share some gameplay right there. Man, it's still watchable. It's still watchable. Alright. I thought it was going to be chopping up to like 5 frames per second, but I guess that worked. Alright. Let's have fun. Let's just continue having fun with another unique set, which is going to be another unique hero set. The almighty Santa Claus. Although it's too early for Christmas, that is, but I'm just going to be having fun with such a build like this one. Just like bad Okada, that is. Alright, let's play this, shall we? Shall we? Midnight Lotus taking some damage, I see. Wow, you missed, bud. You missed right there, bud. Look at that. We on him. I've been knowing these techniques that I use to smash down my opponents in the heraldry style. Yeah, I know, I celebrate Christmas early if you guys want to say something about that, but that is just what I want to do. Celebrate Christmas a little bit earlier. Alright then. We're gonna do this. and you're not going to be allowed to throw your axe and not allowed to do any attacks no matter what. Alright, just gotta answer really rapidly. And we're just winning with our Kusarigama. Look at that. Just pushing him back. Kusarigama really is just made to control range and exchange between one range to another. Just like whip guitars, and just the Kusarigama way. Because you push back like this, and you can engage in close confrontation. That right there could have already been dodged if I actually managed to land my attack before him being able to throw the axe. And now I'm at a close confrontation against him again. Look at that. I'm just gonna do that. Throw you. Wait for the keep up logic and use that against him. Just like that. And what are you gonna do? Throw an axe? No, mister. You're not gonna throw your axe. I'm just gonna get my cutsy, the victory, and call it the day right here. Nice. Couple of battles being played. And we actually get to see gameplay. I'm looking at my stream right now, and the gameplay is doable. I don't know about you guys, if you guys can see, but whenever I look at my panel right here, it's certainly watchable. Although quite a bit choppy. Perhaps my good PC can actually will need an upgrade one day, and then I will be able to stream some slick gameplays and show you guys the real deal gameplay right there. So yeah, that was me celebrating Christmas early right there, I might say. A little bit early. Yeah, it's only 2 of those sets, so I used those. Man, whenever the not Steel Blossom, but the Blossom Festivals just started, I was like hyped to try to get the legendary booster packs and stuff like that. Now, legendary booster packs, it's none of my concerns anymore. Just look at this. It's nothing of my concern. And the fact that I have items right here, the fact that I have legendary items, and the fact that I already have a power, I know how to get more power, but just, well, at this point, buy from the shop, which I'm not gonna do anyways. Just get the power, higher power for just grinding from events, that's what I live by, and perhaps open marathons, complete marathons, because October Marathon will just finish very quickly. October Marathon just got finished very quickly because of the full moon marathon, and I'm at 26k. And I have 74 of those moon cakes. You know what? Since we had a live stream, let me just use 2 of my tries that we have. Pardon me. 21.5k. Okay, that's a cheap buy. Let me buy that. And then we go to full moon riddles and try our 2 tries. See what we can get, shall we? More keys. Isn't that lovely, man? We get more keys. It was our second try right here. I really want it right now. 5 legendary keys. Alright, better than nothing. I might say so myself. And whenever I open those UIs gets blocked. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this live stream today. And if you guys did, be sure to hit that like button to show support. And if you have anyone who are interested in such a thing that I did right now, be sure to share the live stream for so that those people would know and perhaps check it out myself. And other than that, I'll be catching you guys in another one. Perhaps when I'm close to or after the face reveal right here. It's been fun talking to y'all, and it's been fun trying this birthday live stream right here, and it certainly worked out, I might say, myself. So, catch you guys in another one.